Oh, look, my thumb's in the shot.
Oh no.
Hello. Do.
Good morning.
Liz has to stay on her toes. She never knows when I'm going to pull it away.
Never.
Good morning. How are we doing this morning? Oh, shoot.
You layered and then
Unlayer and then ta-da! Good morning and welcome to the Sun Dragon Sideshow.
The Adventures of Liz and Rebecca.
I feel like the camera's in a weird place. I didn't check that.
It kind of is. Because I'm all the way at my edge of the table.
Is that because the thing's out?
I don't know. I can't.
No show notes.
Never.
I'm going to go check that. But look. Everyone can admire my hat.
She's all fuzzy.
It's not as sticking up as it was before I washed it, but maybe it just needs to a little floofing.
Needs a little floofing.
Because that one's all springy.
Yeah.
And that has the... Is that better?
I think so.
Okay.
It was out.
I need to check that before we film, but I didn't. Because it's our Monday, and we were catching up on things.
Ooh, yeah.
So I had talked to Liz, but I hadn't seen her all weekend, so there were still things to tell her.
There's always things. And, I mean, we kind of...
Yeah, I'm looking at the one up. Okay, I got to get the other one. So, okay. I'm Rebecca. I'm the owner of Sun Dragon Art and Fire in very chilly but very sunny downtown Brevard, North Carolina.
I'm Liz. I'm the minion there.
I was like, I'm gonna squirrel too much before we introduce. So I made one hat. The first anemone. These are the anemone hats, and the first one that I made is up there, and I'm gonna go get it in a second. That's why I was like, I gotta introduce before we go get it. And then I made another one for my nephew for Christmas, and I made longer little tendrils on it than the first one. And then this is the same yarn as the first one, which I'm about to go get. Hey, look, this is more color coordinated
than
the first one.
Color coordinated.
And then this is Lorna's Laces. This is Fiber Spade's Decay, and I put them both through the washer and dryer with longer tendrils than my first one, because I thought I made the first one with tendrils that were too short. And now these have all like curled up instead of being extra springy all over the place. They have kind of curled up on themselves, and I'm trying to not overanalyze.
But she's failing miserably.
I never succeed at that. Are you kidding? So this is for my nephew, and this is for my stepson. And let me go get the other one, and we'll just see. Y'all can weigh in on what you think. Oh, maybe, I don't know. See, this just seems to stick up more, right? Look at that. You don't know what, maybe because they're longer, they're actually, see, I feel like that's more like, which is the idea. I don't know. But this is mine. So it's often on a mannequin in the shop, but this is the one I made for me. So I don't know. I think they kind of felt it together, and maybe it just needs more floofing. But this is going in the mail tomorrow, so.
Well, it's gonna get all. It's for a boy.
So it doesn't matter?
I don't think it matters.
I like that these stick out, but these had shorter tendrils. Well, maybe they didn't have shorter tendrils. I could have sworn they were.
Yarn problems.
Yes, the struggle is real.
So real.
Okay. I still like this one. This one's mine. So, but Alexander picked out the yarn for this one. And I was curious about how it would come out, because this is a soft superwash merino, these two. And this is a little tighter. It's still soft, but it doesn't have as much of the floofiness as the Lorna's Laces, the Fiber Spades. I think they both look pretty cool.
I think, yeah.
And I just have to figure out why they're being all, you know what, maybe I curled them tighter.
You might have.
Like I did more of this to curl them up, and maybe that made them not stick out as much. I thought it would be better to curl them tighter. Maybe not. Oh well. You guys tell me what you think. So this is the first one I made. And this is the second one. It did say to curl them, to twist them like till they're tight, but like maybe 15 times, and I might have done 20.
What?
I kind of went overboard with the curling. So I feel like this is a little more like a Jerry curl or something. But I don't know. Let me know what you think. This one, I mean, obviously I'm not remaking them at this point. And then this one. I don't think there's a way to loosen the twist though.
Think
so
with the boys wearing them that they will eventually, fluff with wear.
Yeah. Okay. Well, so y'all can let me know what you think. That is interesting. So that's my test for you all is they may not stick out as much because I twist them tighter. That's the only thing I can think. But I do think they're still really cool. So
Super cool.
I'm comparing and yeah. Anyway. Obsessed much? Yes.
Nope.
Okay. So yeah, it's our Monday, which we say every Tuesday. But that's why, we're still catching up. So how was your weekend?
My weekend.
I'm asking them, but you can answer that question.
I finished 2 projects this week.
Yay!
Both of which I started this week, last week, and then,
So what did you finish?
My hat.
Oh, you finished stuff all with the same yarn, too.
Yeah.
So that was 2 colors of air. I'm going to go, no, I can't grab them. Didn't you clear me out of one of them?
I bogarted them. Yes, I did.
I'm going to get the color that's left. She got the deep teal and whatever we're calling
And it's a light blue.
Yeah. Did you want to show off your mitts, or were you wearing those when you started? I will show off my mitts.
I was wearing them when I started. So I started the hat Wednesday night and finished it Friday night during knit night because it's a quick knit. And then I was like, I need long fingerless mittens because it's cold outside.
So this is one color of what's in there, and then there was this deep teal that we no longer have because you made stuff with it. So these were, I started Friday night with guess how many stitches it's going to take to go around my upper arm, and I overguessed and didn't really. When did you figure that out? You tried them on?
I tried them on and tried them on and tried them on. Like the entire making of these, I tried them on because I decrease. I have teeny tiny wrists compared to the rest of me. So I just kept shrinking and shrinking and shrinking, and then it was like, okay, it's time for the thumb gusset and go out. Oh yeah. So
no pattern, just a lot of trial and error.
No pattern, just a lot of trying on. Not necessarily trial and error.
Oh. Okay.
Just, okay, is it time to decrease? Is it time to, So, yes, there is my handies. And I like them.
Oh.
They're warm. And I was trying them on last night when I was doing my thumb. And I tried it on. And I was like, okay, I think that's the right length for my thumb. And I pulled it off and I'm like, ooh, it's cold.
Because you don't turn on the heat in your house.
No, heat's still off. The space heater in the living room was on, but
my watch says it's 25 degrees here in town.
Had the living room space heater on.
So it's okay.
It's okay.
Mm-hmm. Yesterday morning, Brian and Alexander left, and I got up and turned the heat up. And then Brian came home. He's not usually home on Mondays. Oh, it threw me for a loop. And halfway through the day, I went and checked the heat, and it was down again. I think he went and worked out, and then it was hot in the house, so he turned the heat down for him. And I was like, honey, I'm cold. I'm turning the heat up. If there's a reason it's down, that means I should turn it back down. You let me know now, or else. Anyway.
No, the house is still maintaining heat. fairly, I mean, it gets warm during the day.
Yeah.
So, and we're supposed to, like, today is supposed to, you're still obsessed with your hat.
I am, but I'm just going to do this mindlessly like you're knitting. I'm listening.
Today is supposed to be cold, and then it's supposed to warm back up. And so it's like, yeah.
Okay.
It was in the 50s and 60s. So the house is still maintaining a decent
50s and 60s?
50s and 60s. And I'm okay with that.
Our house, when it's set to 65, I'm like, I'm cold.
That right after we started, or you started the shop, and we had knit nights all the way up until January. And then after January, it was everybody kind of started doing their own little knit group at houses or whatever, and we rotated. And I did a knit afternoon with the Amy's.
Oh, that's the Sunday.
Mm-hmm, the Sunday.
We used to be open on Sundays, but we would close in the wintertime on Sundays. And people would be like, what am I going to do? I have nothing to knit on Sundays with people.
The Amy's came over for a knit afternoon, and it was like in January or February.
Oh my gosh, were they like, it's too cold, I'm going home?
I told them, bundle up, because I'm not turning the heat up.
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious.
No.
Oh yeah. No, we joke about that, and we ask her about it all the time. So did you finally turn the heat on? Or the air in the summer or whatever?
The plan was to turn the heat on last week, but it didn't. And we didn't. And and there was one evening I was like, well, you could turn the heat on just in case, and Bernie didn't turn the heat on, so I'm like,
that's on him,
okay,
right? That's totally on him.
Yeah. I'm up to like 5 blankets on the bed. It's great.
I'm debating moving to the heavier blanket on our bed, but then I get like, I'm cold when we go to bed at night, but then I get overheated during the night. So
that's why I have like 5, so that if
so you can layer.
I can throw one off, and then if I need to throw another one off, I can. But I like the weight of the blankets. It's like,
well, that's
you can't move.
That's actually why that's actually why I like the heavier down blanket that we have, the quilt that we have, that I like to switch to. Is I like the weight of it. Brian's already too hot, even with the lighter blanket, the lighter quilt that we have.
I have always been a firm believer in people, more than one person in a bed. You need 2 sets of blankets.
You need people to be able to self-regulate themselves.
Well,
it's like the sleep number bed with both sides can be different firmnesses underneath.
Yeah. It's when we lived in Germany, everybody had their own duvet.
Yeah.
So like,
oh nice.
It was a quick fold and put away kind of thing. But it's great to have 2 piles of blankets on the bed, because if I'm cold, Bernie, when he rolls over, if we share blankets, he rolls over and pulls all the blankets off of me, which
do that to Brian.
is not cool. And so we have multiple sets of every, I have company come to the house, and I'll have 2 top sheets and 2 blankets on, the 2 sides of the bed when company comes, and they're like,
so they can do the same.
So they can do the same thing, and sometimes they're like, "Oh, that's actually a cool idea," and sometimes they're like, "No, we're good. We don't need." And then in the morning, they're like, "I'm glad you had that extra blanket there, because and it, So I just have enough blanket. I like blankets, and we have a crap ton of blankets. So.
Well, I used to have different blankets, like an extra layer in the bedroom and on the couch, because I tend to snuggle under a blanket on the couch. And then one of them became Alexander's blanket, so the other one took up permanent home on the couch. So I don't have things to layer in the bedroom. That's an issue, right? Anyway, squirrels. I suppose I could knit a blanket or something, but
take all your scrappies and just start
going.
We at the shop, there's an Afghan knitting blanket set of needles. It's got super long cords and
the likey big chonkers. Yeah. We have an interchangeable set that's meant for blankets.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe. Anyways, speaking of that, I'm gonna
Squirrel.
It makes me think of bigger needles, bigger yarn.
Bigger needles, bigger yarn all the time.
I forgot to get a Viking pin over here, by the way. There's one on my
Do you want me to go get one?
No, it's okay. I can take the one off my back.
Okay.
To show in a second. So suspense, you gotta wait.
Dun dun dun.
So speaking of Christmas presents, before we get to other stuff that's kind of half related to Christmas presents, you know, not that's a thing. I would like to share with you the saga of this scarf, which is one of my Christmas presents. And I got to show you up close because you can't see from far away what's going on. Ooh, isn't that pretty?
It looks so cool.
I started making the Pioneer braid scarf out of one color, out of a single color, out of the red of the Dawson, which is a light chunky yarn on tens. And the Pioneer braid scarf looks like it's a braid when it's done in multicolors. It looks like the colors come in like this, and it's really cool. And it's not super complicated. It almost looks like entrelac, which is a medium level complication stitch. You have to pick up stitches and make squares and go back and forth and everything. And this one, you don't have to do all the pickup stitches and stuff. It's a lot easier than it looks. And it's actually all knitting. There's no purling in it, which is kind of fun. So it's all garter. It's really pretty, but in one color, it just looked like, you can kind of see the stitch definition, but it just looked like a random zigzag going up the center, and you could only barely see it. Like if you aren't a knitter, you'd be like, huh.
As a knitter, I found it texturally interesting.
Yeah.
Like you could see the garter.
I ripped it out, so I need to.
The garter was doing the braid. And there was a great big zigzag, so it almost looked like a bolt of lightning going down, you know. But texturally, it was interesting. But color-wise, there was no excitement.
Right? It was just kind of eh. And I posted that on social media, and people went, yeah, it's eh. I'm like, well, thanks. No, but it's true. So Plan B is holding two colors of the Dawson together on 15s and doing a seed stitch. And I started that, Sunday? Yep. And look, it's going swimmingly. I'm basically, because the general rule of thumb on scarves for a classic winter wraparound scarf is 200 grams of any yarn should hopefully get you the length you want. And so I am running out of yarn, but I'm probably at least 3.5 feet right now. Like this is decent. I really am just going to go and yarn chicken to the end of this and cast off and sew the ends in. Done. And I'm going to make another one in a navy and taupe combo. And then most of my mailing for Christmas is done, which I'm super excited by. So this is a pretty, see, look, when I hold it up, you can see light through it. It's a pretty loose seed stitch, but that lets the yarn be squishy and soft instead of making it way too firm.
Because it's got the alpaca and the little hairs in there.
Llama and merino.
But
still a camelid.
Yeah.
That's what she was going
because
for.
It's got the little hairs and a slight halo to it.
Guard hairs.
The holes are going to let those little hairs grab air, and it's going to be warmer than if it was solid knit.
I'm going to go with her on that. I don't know, but
it's going to.
And a long scarf like that you wrap around, it's going to be warm and squishy.
Yeah.
Yay. So, and I'm also looking for easy and quick for Christmas, because Christmas is creeping up on us, and mailing stuff and getting it there in time. Oh my gosh. So the other thing I wanted to share that was akin to that, I worked on my sorrel. If there's time, I'll show it off, but it's not much bigger than the last time I maybe tried to show it off here. So another Christmas present going in the mail that matches in some ways the hat I made for myself last year that everyone went, ooh, I want that. And I had to say no.
Because we don't have that yarn.
Because this yarn, it's a combo of these two. And this yarn is a Twist Fiber Studio we don't have in the shop. And so everyone kept being disappointed. So I've made kits of combos for this one and ones like it. Although the sample for this one is a Christmas present and is about to go in the mail. So, yeah. So I took pictures. I have documented it, but at this point you have to take my picture's word for what's going to happen. We made some kits last week finally. So you can get a kit to with or without the pom-pom, because guess what? Pom-poms come off really easily. Or, you know, so hey, isn't this pretty without the pom-pom? Look. Yeah. Anyway, so you have options to buy it with or without the pom-pom. This you cannot get. You can make your own combo. But I thought I'd show you what the combos are. So this one, they're mostly in this guy here. So
They're mostly in that guy.
Yeah. We have these 50-gram skeins of Lorna's Laces Sport. The pattern is the carré pattern, and it's written for DK. So Sport and a mohair works really well to make it soft but warm. Yay. And the 50-gram skein is perfect for the slouchy version of this, or you can make it a little shorter for the beanie version. But these two colors together made that.
It looks so cool.
It just combos and looks different, which is awesome. And then this Firefox Pom-Pom just looks, I thought it was perfect. Liz picked it up. But, you know, it works because there's some, look at that color right there.
And there was discussion about whether or not the bright blue would
totally
suck out the rusty colors in there.
And
I was like, no, it's gonna just.
It's very pretty. Yeah. And okay, so we have 3 other colors of Lorna's Laces. Sorry. So zombie barbecue, which is really fun. Of course, we have to pair that with red to pull the red out that's in here and mix it in with everything else. So you'll just get little hints of the grays and greens and all that kind of stuff. And
it's gonna look.
Which pom-pom did we put that
very,
with?
very zombie.
Did we do the wine?
I think either the wine. No, we did the black.
Did we?
I think we did the black.
I can look it up online. I want to say to pull out the grays and everything that's in here, you can get it with this. It's called charcoal. It's basically black, but it's got a little bit of white mixed in.
Little white flecks.
So that was the combo. That's one combo. Then, oh, this one's fun. We have this. This is called Summerdale, and it's like really deep blues and purples and pinks. And so, it's put it with that. Bring out the purpley pink in it. Yep. Oh my gosh, that would be gorgeous. And this one we put with the white. With or without the pom-pom, it'll be great. But a nice dark, also very purpley with a pure white pom-pom. Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. So then the last one. So Pullman, which is one of the colors in the hubby hat that I made. It's grays and kind of purpley tones of gray, and there's almost some like brown gray in it. And Liz picked the sparkly black. You can't even see the sparkles, but oh my gosh, jazz it up, right? And this is the one we paired with the wine pom-pom that's on my hat. So this is really deep, kind of a purpley red. That I think is just going to be Shazam. If you want, so those are pre-made, like you click on it, great, it's good to go. If you want a different color combo, you got to call the shop or come by the shop to work with us outside or make an appointment.
Or pick your own yarn.
That's true.
The website.
All the mohairs are online, sparkly or not. They're 2 different mohairs, and the Lorna's Laces is online. You can scout through the other sport weight combos we have there. It's so hard to get true color going. We've had people say, hey, I'm thinking of doing this. What do you think? And we're like, I'm not sure if it's going to work. Let's send you some pictures of some things we think will work. So we'll work with you to get the combo that you want. That will best suit you from what we have available in the shop. The hat pattern is free. It is not included with the kit, but it's free. If you put in the notes that you'd like a printed copy, we can print you a copy, but it's not automatic because you can get it on your own. But, you know, let us know if you want assistance with that. So the other thing, because we're on a kit streak here, we made kits for a sweater that I really want to make. And I just want to show you some of the color combos like on our screen, which is not true color, but it's as close as we can get, you know. So Andrea Mowry put out a new pattern called Stripes. You may have seen it. There's two versions that she put out. She's got, look, ta-da! I was like, I could splice in pictures here. I'm just gonna show you my phone because once the day gets going,
it gets crazy.
My ability to edit, I mean, it is cold. We might not have that much foot traffic out or having to deal with stuff, but we've got kits and things and orders to fill. Yeah.
It was cold last week and everybody showed up.
You just never know. And then they're like, wait, we can't come in. Do you have an appointment? Pandemic? Pandemic much? No. Okay. But if you look on her on her Ravelry listing, she's got the one with all the fun, crazy colors, stripes, yay. She also has one that's just 2 colors and much more muted. And she's done some things with her pattern where she mixes textures and yarns, and we're keeping it simple. 1 yarn per kit, but different color combos. And short or long, you know, the kits we pulled together should work for up to like a middle size, like a 5 or a 6 in her numbering system. And you can look online or ask us if you have questions about what size you should make. You could make this in 1 color if you wanted to. You don't have to do the stripes. I've looked at the pattern. I have it because I want to make it, but I have maybe 3 or 4 sweaters on needles I should really finish.
Maybe.
I keep all last week. Every day I was like, I want to bring home 5s and do a gauge swatch.
You have 3 or 4 sweaters on needles and probably yarn for 3 or 4 more sweaters at home ready to start.
In my head, yeah. I think it's only the Jupiter crop I have at home. I haven't started, but she doesn't think that's true. I don't know. I've lost track. But squirrel, you know. So we made kits, and we highly encourage you to make them so then I can live vicariously through you until I can actually make this. But it's an all over round, like this has raglan seams right there. So the stripes kind of come straight across and go up over. It still is classy. It's wonderful. I like it. The all over increasing yolks, it's more evenly distributed, so you get more concentric circles, but it's still really fun. So long story long, I'm going to show you some combos because it's written for sport weight, which is a funky weight here at the shop. We have some options, but all the yarns are going to feel different. You know, some are going to be super soft and some are going to be sturdy, but still awesome and wear well. So we made 3 different we made combos from 3 different yarns. And so we had fun. Like, I don't even want to take all of the colors out. I'm going to try to. We had fun. Queensland Walkabout has these 50-gram skeins. And we have like almost all of our colorful skeins of yarn in here.
I asked Rebecca, how many colors do you want? And she told me, and I did.
So I'm going to try to go like, see all these colors in here? This is going to be the closest, if not over the top, more colors than in Andrea Mowry's sample that I just showed you. Like, there are, I want to say 11.
There are 11.
Because we figured out 11 balls of this yarn, of the Queensland, will get you enough yarn to do like one of the middle sizes, 5 or 6. And it's recommending you change colors like every 8 rounds or something like that. But, you know, why not have 11 different colors? So you can see that more specifically online if you go to our listing. If you want a super colorful one.
And most of those are brights.
Yeah. And yummies. And I can't remember. Nope, it's not in here. We made some neutral ones. We made a set that was just
browns.
All the browns.
And a set that was just the grays.
Which was 1, 2, 3. It was 5 colors each.
Yeah.
And So you could almost do a fade with those. You could alternate them light and, to make them pop, or you could alternate them to make them kind of fade. I think that'd be so cool. And I would look online for that because they're not here, and I don't want to waste too much more time running over and finding them because, but it's much more subtle shades of browns or grays, which I think is really cool. And all of the Queensland are like heathered, which is awesome. I think those kits run about $85 for 11 skeins of yarn. Then, excuse me, we have the Hearthstone. I'm going to put this on top of that, but it's a basket. It's not going to work. We made a couple different combos of this. Hearthstone is what I wanted to do my Jupiter crop out of. It's an alpaca and merino. I'm making a wonderful shawl out of the burgundy. And, oh my gosh, it's so soft. So, let's see. I'm going to pull all the colors up and then make our combos. Okay. Only the Oxley's left. Ooh, just wait for the Oxley.
Oxley is yummy.
And Oxley got out. Okay, so this is one, right?
Yeah.
And let's be honest, this is the one I want to make. So a marled hearthstone and a charcoal and a light gray and a burgundy for a deep pop. I think it's going to be gorgeous. These skeins are in my bag. I just haven't wound them. So, at some point. But in theory, one skein of each, because there's almost fingering weight quantities of yarn on here. These 4 skeins hopefully will be enough yarn to make my size. That's awesome. We got yarn stuck to everything. And then we were going off the marled colors. Like this one's marled, and actually this one is too, but it's so light you can barely see it. But off of the beige and brown marl, we came up with this one. And this guy is called medium gray, but he's really like...
It looks more like a lighter blue.
Mm-hmm. So classic blue. That's so pretty. I also put one up online that uses these. So think about it like this way. If you want neutrals, if you want gray neutrals, that's going to be gorgeous. And this is going to be so soft. I cannot wait. I'm going to make it at some point. Some point, maybe Christmas break. Maybe I'll finish all my sweaters. Over Christmas break. And then we realized we had this awesome yarn. This is all inspired by one of our knitters wanting to make stripes. And we have a yarn that is no longer made, so we just have what we have. I was so sad when I heard that they weren't making this yarn anymore. It's Queensland Oxley. And I'm just gonna make more of a pile here. It is yak.
And merino.
And merino wool. Yeah, it's so soft. Oh my gosh. It's a little thicker than this stuff.
It's what my black ranunculus is made out of.
It's silky, even though there's no silk in it. It's just, yak is wonderfully soft. It's not quite as soft as buffalo. There's random things you wouldn't know is soft, and it is.
Yak and buffalo and civet are all in the same family. They're yak is almost really nice. It has a hollow hair just like civet does. So
civet, if people don't know about it, is
musk
ox, and I think you have to like take what they shed or something.
Yeah,
it's a laborious process too. And if like places where you might find it sold will be Australia, New Zealand, and Alaska, and places like that. And it will be under lock and key in most shops because it's so expensive.
Because as the musk ox brushes against the tundra bush stuff,
vision.
It's like, oh look, some hair came off, and somebody has to go and gather all that up.
And yeah, but it's so soft too. So double reasons. Anyway, so back to this. Let's see. Why is there's 2 of this? Oh, because maybe it was used in, we have to pick out the kits now. So
do I need to pull those up?
What? If I pull them up. Oh,
Because,
maybe.
So you can remember.
I think it was like this. If you want colorful, oh my gosh, this would be
Just
gorgeous.
a heads up. If these are not the combos that are listed online, call the shop if you want them.
She's early.
I know. I will go let her know.
We have someone who came for help and she's early. And she might have to sit outside. So there's this color. And this color combo, I should say, and it's absolutely gorgeous. And Liz might double check if she has a chance on what the combos are. I want to say this lovely dark one we didn't use in a combo. And then I know we've got a brown combo. Oh, maybe this was in one. Okay. It might have only been 4 colors, Liz. This is my problem.
Like I said, if we show combos that aren't actually online, and you like them, call the shop. Because
wait, I think I put them on this post that I pulled up. Okay, that. Aha. Okay, what I just held up is a combo. Okay, and okay, chocolate stone, graphite, cocoa, and olive. Olive, stone, graphite, charcoal, stone, graphite, cocoa. What am I missing?
I don't know.
The stone, I think. Which one's? No, this is graphite. This was. Can you hold those nicely? I'm not doing that nicely. That's one. Actually, we only made those 2. So neutrals with darks and browns and greenies and oh my gosh,
it looks.
It doesn't have this in it.
So it's just the 4.
Yeah. No wait. Charcoal, stone, graphite, cocoa, and olive. Let's figure out what we're missing.
Olive, stone, cocoa, and graphite.
I'm so confused. You got 5 there? Got 4.
4. I have graphite, cocoa, stone, and olive.
Chocolate. Is that chocolate?
That's chocolate.
Sorry.
It's very earthy.
I didn't think this one was in it because it's not quite as earthy. It's more the grays.
Because the stone could be a gray, but it's almost more of a green.
Mm-hmm.
So it's very earthy.
Oh my gosh! And so these, okay, the Hearthstone ones we showed before are $75. These I want to say are much more expensive. The Oxley is a little bit more expensive. If you want to make a smaller size than a 5, like I want to say these are like 160 or 130 or something like that. If you want to make a smaller size and you won't need 5 skeins of yarn, our knitter is doing 4 skeins and she's only doing 2 colors. You got to call the shop and we will do what we can to make it a reasonable price. But, or just tell you what it will cost.
Yeah. And depending on the yarn, like Oxley is just, it's a fantastic, wonderful yarn. It's just a little pricey because of the yak.
Mm-hmm. So. And people are already starting to call, even though we're not technically open yet. So I knew it was going to be an issue bringing the phone over here. It's going to be all loud.
So throw it in a box.
Throw it in a box.
Amplify it.
Shush! I'll point at you instead of real fingers. I'll save that for later. Anyway, so like all this luscious. They know we're not open yet. Good, they hung up. Okay. If they call back in like 5 minutes, we'd answer the phone then. So this is all luscious, yummy stuff. If you want to make, and the sweater doesn't look like it's super, super complicated. I have not fully examined it yet. Full disclosure. But I think it's a top down. It's going to be even, increased, stripies, yummies. I think it'd be a great sweater for someone to make. So, and especially if you're like, I have made many sweaters. I bet you could do this one. Andrea Mowry's patterns are, I think, very well written and explaining things and all that good stuff. So consider it, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, we should go get ready because we do have an appointment at 10 who's early, but, is waiting for us. And if you want to shop at the shop this week, we really recommend, because it's so chilly out, make an appointment. Go to sundragonartandfiber.com and sign up for an appointment. We have plenty available. And if you just need a pair of needles or something simple, come knock on the door. Tuesday through Friday, 10 to 5. With that outside. Yes, we can do it as quickly as humanly possible. We're getting pretty good. It doesn't mean it's instantaneous, but we're getting pretty good at getting things done so you're not out there for too long. Schedule for the week. Tonight. Same thing we do every week.
Join us for knit night on Zoom.
Yes. 6 to 9 Eastern time. I'm umming a lot and that's distracting me. I was editing video yesterday and I was cutting out all my ums. But we're not going to do that here. We just throw this up. 6 to 9 Zoom. Shop phone number.
828-883-3550?
No. 828-877-3550. You got some duplicates, but not in the right place. I was like, if I pause, she'll do it for me. No.
I don't know our phone number.
Well, why would you need it?
Because I don't, because
you're here.
I'm here.
You have called the shop a couple times.
I have, but it's in my phone, so I don't need it. And when I was at home, like during the lockdown and stuff, I had a card, a business card that I could.
Who needs to remember phone numbers? Because they're in our phones.
They're in the phone, and
you don't need to remember them.
I know the shop address because I write that out every day.
Okay, so for the Dear Becky and Lizzy sessions, where should people write their letters to?
Dear Becky and Lizzy, Sundragon Art and Fiber, 35 South Broad Street, Brevard, North Carolina, 28712.
Yay! That's Thursday. Tomorrow we will make it the most dangerous show of the week and try to sell you stuff. And I have no idea what we're gonna put up.
We don't know ahead of time, so be surprised with us.
Yes. Ooh. 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 Yeah. Okay.
Friday's knit night again.
Yes. Same thing we said for tonight. And not this weekend, but next weekend will be our Saturday Sit and Stitch. It's December 19th. It's the Saturday right before Christmas, I believe. That's terrifying in some ways to think about, but yep. That's why some of this is going in the mail as soon as possible. So, yeah. I think that's kind of all.
That's
again,
this week.
That's it. Yeah. I'll see if I can make some more progress on some more things to show y'all next time, because again, Christmas presents have me kind of buckled down to only certain things, and other projects I'd love to show you progress on, but I haven't made progress because life.
Hey, how many followers do we have on YouTube right now?
430 something.
Getting closer.
My
500.
500. We'll do a sale. Our social media sale just ended last night. So because we had hit 1,000 followers on Instagram. So anything we can hit a fun benchmark with, we'll throw in a sale. That'll be awesome. My tips and tricks channel might outpace this channel in terms of subscribers. So y'all get on it, get some people to subscribe so that we can keep it going. It's still way behind. It's like,
so we can give y'all a sale.
300 and something on my tips and tricks. But yeah, we want to give you a sale. So subscribe if you haven't already. Or if you have, get your friends to subscribe. Because then you can know when we do cool stuff.
Yeah.
All right. Give us a thumbs up if you like this episode at all. And have a good day. We'll be here and then on Zoom all day. So
not all day. We'll be here and then Zoom tonight.
That's what I meant. I know it came out wrong.
It's gonna be a Monday.
The crane is distracting me. It's so a Monday. We can see the reflection in the stairwell over there of what's behind us. They brought the big crane to decorate the big tree, to turn it into a Christmas tree outside of the courthouse. It's distracting. All right,
Oh,
we
it's
gotta
moving.
go. Yes, that's what I mean. It's distracting me because it's moving.
I can't see it from where I'm sitting, so
That's probably a good thing.
Oh, now I can. Oh, we gotta go.
It's way far away from us back that way, but it feels like it's like towering over us because of the reflection. Anyway, I would say that's my squirrel moment of the episode, but it's probably like my 10th. So I have to find my mask. Oh, wait, there it is. Okay. So, yeah, y'all have a good day and join us tomorrow where we try to sell you stuff. We love you and we miss you and we hope you're all being safe because it's crazy out there. I'm telling you.
Oh, super crazy.
All right. Bye.